Tanse. I am John Gonzalez of the Pimicikamak Cree Nation, and these operations have destroyed vast areas of our lands and waters, altering the flow of rivers that we have relied upon for our hunting, fishing, and trapping. The unnatural fluctuation of our waters continues to erode our lands, making these waters unfit for human and animal consumption and hazardous to navigate. These are the resources which we have relied upon for millennia to feed our people. Since the 1970s, Canadian hydro dams have caused methylmercury poisoning of our people, a dangerous neurotoxin which finds its way into our food sources. A Harvard study from 2016 documents this toxicity and also reports that Hydro-Quebec's massive Romaine 4 dam, which is under construction, will have some of the highest levels of methylmercury poisoning. A nation is sovereign in so much as it can feed its own people. How will we feed our people while Hydro-Quebec continues to contribute to our cultural genocide as described in the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People, undermining our rights to sovereignty and self-determination? Hydro-Quebec is a state-owned monopoly with money and power that has been built from the lands and waters of Aboriginal people. Now they use this money and power against us while making empty promises of jobs, clean energy, monetary compensation, and the eradication of impoverishment. Continuing to destroy our land and water is not worth the 1,200 megawatts of power that will come over the NECEC transmission corridor in Boston. These rivers are over 1,000 miles away from Boston. When you build the transmission corridor from 140, I'm going to continue with the next paragraph. Indigenous people did not cause this climate crisis. Do not put the burden of solving the problem you created on the backs of people that have suffered 527 years of near genocidal extinction, residential schools, assimilation, and forced sterilization. The provincial crown corporation, Hydro-Quebec, and the Canadian government have an obligation to truth and reconciliation. These are the people disproportionately impacted by the extreme energy extraction that is happening across Canada. While pushed as green renewable energy, these industrial-scale hydro developments are producing levels of destruction akin to Canada's massive tar sands and mining operations. Canadian hydropower consumes the most land per megawatt of any type of energy. We ask the Army Corps of Engineers to deny this permit and to stop a corridor that will perpetuate the cultural genocide of Indigenous people and environmental destruction of Canada and New England. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.